So why is intimidation doing an intelligence check on his?
Okay, so
Because intimidation is intelligence.
No, it's
Intimidation is
charisma.
charisma.
Oh, I don't know then. That's weird. Oh, probably because he didn't change it to do charisma instead of int.
No, it says charisma here. I think that
is-
might be integer. Like, I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. Click one of the other ones
Oh,
to see if it does anything.
3 as an integer.
So like,
No, it's
and sleight of hand.
Oh no, it's just INT for intimidation.
Okay.
Medicine said IND.
okay.
That makes more sense.
Okay. We're slowly figuring it out, people. So what was the first one? Let's look here. I'm going to assume that the first one, the first number is always if you had rolled a single time. And the second number would be the second roll if you had advantage or disadvantage. So I'll always just take the first one, which was a 13 for you. And let's see. So you yell out for him to stop. He makes a roll. Let me just see what he has. How do you roll dice? Dash R and then just type in something?
You can also
Forward
click on the
slash
dice and-
roll.
You can click on the dice up here, and then click on the dice and roll it.
Nice. Let's just try that. Let's try rolling. Let's see. Did that work?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look at that. So actually, your mage hand would be able to trip him. So he trips, he stumbles, he kind of falls just at your feet, and just as he falls there, Zalthor, what do you say to have him stop?
Stop, fool.
Yeah, and he kind of looks up at you. So now he's actually like basically adjacent to all four of you. Any of you guys could, if you wanted to try to grab him, you could do that.
Still gonna try and steal a baguette.
Yeah, so you like.
Oops. I didn't mean to do that.
So make a sleight of hand roll.
Okay.
However you do that. Sleight of hand. Yeah, you you like kind of half grab his arm and like slide a baguette out, and the baguette's like 4 feet long. So you like take it and you like just have to hold it right behind yourself as you're like.
Taller than him.
And I mean, so like you like kind of grab his arm, pull him, and he like half gets to his feet, but you don't end up actually holding him as a person. You just are with your baguette now. Yeah.
I guess I'll grab him since he's at my feet.
Okay. Yeah. So he's getting to his feet now. If you want to grab him, I guess you have to, I don't know, grapple him. I don't know.
It'd probably just be like a D20 -1 for me.
Yeah. Make an athletics check. Or
Oh, athletics?
Yeah. I say athletics check. I'm gonna have to figure out all these rules of what you have to do. You immediately just want to do things that are not normal. Let's see if grappling's on here. All right, let's just see this. Like I said, this is the first time doing this. We'll get better at it.
I'm just gonna have to put him to sleep since you guys
Grappling is
terrible
on here apparently.
Hey, my sleight of hand roll was good.
Yeah, so you guys.
Oh, that's cool. But
Yeah.
yeah, 11. Just
11.
take the first one. I was just trying something with
Let's
like
just see
popping
what
out
he
my
rolls.
character sheet.
Yeah, that seems fine. So, yeah, so you're able to grab him, and now you're holding him. As long as you're holding him for a second, that gives the baker time to kind of catch up here. And the baker, he's like, you can tell he's not the kind of guy who runs, like, for a living. So he's a little bit out of breath. She shows up and says, thank you guys. And he starts to like kind of pull the baguettes away from the guy. And
I want to tell him to stop that and just like figure out what's going on.
Okay.
Like, don't let him get in with the guy who was running with the bread.
Okay. Yeah. So you can kind of push him back. The baker's a little like he doesn't understand because you just stopped the guy and now you're kind of pushing him back. But
Yeah, it's pretty obvious what happened.
Yeah,
he stole bread. He's a baker.
He's like, I'm the baker. This is my bread. He robbed from me, and I can't have someone robbing from me at a time like this.
What do you mean a time like this?
My shop is barely making it as it is. I owe almost 10,000 gold to some unsavory characters here in town, and I can barely stay in business.
All right.
How do you owe 10,000 gold to these unsavory characters?
This town is not in a good condition right now. There's 2 thugs who essentially run everything. Ever since the no killing and no dying, there's little we can do to stop them. Normally we would strike them down, but that's just not acceptable at a time like this.
I'd like to procure the baguette that I stole and be like, here, I'm bringing this in from out of town, and I'll offer at least this to help out.
Yeah, you'll have to make a deception
All right.
roll to have him not understand his own baguette. Yeah, no, he doesn't fall for it. With an 11, he looks at his baguette, and he says, like, thank you. And then he, like, kind of looks at it a second time. He's like, this is my baguette. And he's, like, even more confused by this because clearly you just got to town. And you have not been in his shop before, but you have his bread. Meanwhile, the guy who was stealing all this stuff, he's saying, no, it's for my family. They will starve without it. We will be forced to leave town and die in the wilderness.
Because, you can't die in town anymore.
Correct. You cannot... No, we would never bring that upon this town. Kadesh has suffered enough as it is.
Like, how much do baguettes cost?
These baguettes are, like, 2 silver each. And he had 6 of them. He has 5 of them now. So, basically, it would be 1 gold worth of bread that he has stolen here.
All right, I'd like to persuade the baker to give me 2 baguettes for catching the thief for him.
Okay, make a persuasion check. So, are you saying, like, he'll get back most of his baguette and you'll keep some of them? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you rolled an 18. So he's fine. He says, okay, yeah. So he'll take back his 4 baguettes, and he kind of proceeds to, like, grab the guy. And he's trying to take back the 4 baguettes. The guy's kind of resisting, and he breaks one of the baguettes in half, and he's, like, trying to shove it down his pants where he, like, feels and he didn't, like, take it. If you got to stop him, one of you guys can try to grab him and stop him. Otherwise, he's gonna have half a baguette in his pants. And
It's the cook problems now.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, go on.
So, I mean, if you don't stop him, then he's gonna just kind of, like, try to jerk away. And since you're holding him, make another strength check, I guess.
Can I just try and persuade the guy to just actually give it to him? Like, just be like, look, man, he's clearly in need.
Oh, that was a save. Can I, like, click on? Well, it's, like, the same thing.
Let's not haggle over 1 gold type thing.
What's your strength bonus? Probably, as long as you don't.
It's -1. It's the same as the save because
yeah.
I don't have proficiency.
Okay, yeah, no problem then. He might get away here then. Let's see what he rolls. 1. No, he doesn't get away. He does not get away.
I'm gonna offer him the 2 baguettes that I got from the cook,
Okay, yeah.
and then let him go and
Yeah,
just
he's
tell
happy
him
with
to
that.
get out of here before I change my mind.
Yeah, he says, thank you. Thank you. It'll never happen again. And he, like, takes the 2 baguettes, and he even, like, the 2 baguettes you give him, he breaks one of them in half and, like, gives it back to the baker because he has the one in half in his pants. And so he, like, leaves with his baguettes, and he's, like, walking kind of funny as he, like, goes and fishes his thing out as he, like, heads back towards the slums. And the baker, he's, like, pretty happy with the fact you stopped the guy, but you can see, like, he's still pretty troubled. He says, this is the 3rd time this has happened. People can barely live in this town, and of course you can't die here. We don't know what to do anymore. I feel like I may need to move my family out of here. If I don't leave, they will send me out to earn back what I owe them, and I will surely die doing it.
Where will they send you out?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Where will they send you out?
There's always jobs that pay well, but they're dangerous, and I'm a baker. Not everything is as easy as chasing a thief in the streets, which, as you saw, even that was too much for me.
Can I ask, where would we find these jobs?
Where would you find?
Yeah.
If you go to the north side of town, there is a far wealthier section there. There are some who have made out quite well during this time, and for them, they have jobs that pay accordingly. As I said, they're dangerous jobs, but they have money to spare.
I'm gonna tap the baker on the shoulder, tell him thanks, and head that way.
All right, are you guys all kind of try to head out towards the north side of town?
I'm just gonna kind of fall in lockstep behind him.
Behind Varvolf?
Yeah.
Okay. The other two of you, I assume, are going to kind
I'll
of
follow.
tag along?
I'll tag along from a distance because I don't know these. This was a strange interaction, but I kind of want to observe these people.
Yeah. Yeah, and at this point, you've spent, I'm going to say 2 days of traveling together. So it's not like you don't know each other at all, but it's not like you're good friends or anything. Actually, I think
Can't be friends with that.
some of you already know each other a little bit. Is that true? Is that what you guys decided?
I don't know about that.
Okay. I wasn't sure. So you guys are heading out, and on your way through town, there's still these kind of street urchins who are, heading just around you, right? So they're little beggar children, and they offer you little trinkets. They say, here, buy this, and they have little necklaces that they made out of bits of string and little pieces of leather and stones that they think are pretty but are just regular stones. They're not gems or anything, and they're kind of pester you on the way as you head through town. Do you guys want to interact with them at all, or do you kind of push them off? You can toss them a few coins if you want to.
These are beggars. I'm sorry.
Yeah, these are little beggar children.
So for our gold, were we supposed to just roll the standard gold option
I
in
think-
the?
You probably had, if with your background, it probably told you how much gold you would have.
Oh, I don't remember seeing that.
So it probably gave you a variety of items that you started with your class. Then with your background, you started with a few other items, and you should have started with some gold, which is probably between 15 gold or something. It's going to be in the background section. Whatever background you have should have had some gold listed.
I found it.
Okay. And I'm going to assume that you're not carrying all your gold just as gold. So if you want to throw in copper pieces, you could throw in copper pieces.
And it's 10 silver is 1 gold, 10 copper is 1 silver.
Correct. Yeah. Copper is pennies, and silver is dimes, and gold is dollars, coins. And electrum is foreign currency from a long dead empire, and so it doesn't match the normal distribution.
Okay. I'll throw them 10 coppers.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want to literally just kind of scatter them on the street for these kids?
Yeah, just throw them up in the air
Yeah.
behind me.
Yeah. It's just here you go, and they all see this,
I
and they
wanna
all
catch
kind of
one.
they cheer for you.
There's one just grab one out of the air.
Yeah. Make a dex check and see if you can just kind of grab one here. Yeah. You one hits your hand, and it rolls down your arm, and it falls into the hands of a little kid. And as you look at him, you're gonna grab the thing, he just jumps back and keeps his coin.
That's a natural one. Solid.
Yeah. Yeah. So the kids most of them kind of disperse and kind of run off, and about 2 minutes later, there's 45 kids now that are all kind of following you as you're marching through, through the cities, kind of just following the main roads off towards the other side of town. Now there's quite a crowd of kids.
Shaking my head. This is why you don't give beggars gold.
Yeah, and of course, Coralon, they're not quite bothering you as much because you're a little bit back behind the other group, but the other
Just
three of you
shaking my
who
head.
are